Hello children, how are you? Hope you are fine. How was your vacation? All are locked down because of COVID-19. But I don't think you are passive at your home. You may have engaged in different kinds of activities, cooking, gardening, craft works. Yes, now it is time to come back to your classrooms, but a very special classroom, virtual classroom. Don't feel alone. You are not alone. All the students of entire Kerala state are in this classroom. So, you are sitting together in a single classroom. Welcome to the virtual classroom. First of all, we have to familiarize the first volume, Kerala English Reader Standard 10. Look here. Here is the cover page. Let us check what are the contents of this textbook. First unit is the glimpses of green. The name itself says it is related with nature, glimpses of green. Second unit is the frames. Do you get any image in your mind? Yes, the film reel, isn't it? It is related with cinema. Third unit, laws of values. Those mean stories. The stories, the literary pieces in that unit will give you some values. Now come back to the first unit, glimpses of green. As the name suggests, it is related with nature. Two short stories and one poem is included in this first unit. The first one is Adventures in a Banyan Tree. It is written by Ruskin Bond, our favorite author. The story of a boy who lives in harmony with nature. Second one is the story by the Sultan of Malayalam literature, Bepur Sultan. Who is that? Vaikam Muhammad Bashir. The name of the story is Snake and the Mirror. Third one is a poem written by William Wordsworth. Have you heard about him? Yes. What is special about him? He is the famous nature poet. The name of his poem is Lines Written in Early Spring. Now, look at this picture. It is a collage. What do you see in it? Do you get any idea from it? Yes, it is the nature. It is the picture of beautiful nature, but a man is there. Yes, he is blended with nature. Yes, this unit says man should live in harmony with nature. Look at the next picture. How beautiful the nature is. Am I right? Yes. On seeing this picture, one of our teachers wrote a poem of 3 lines. We call it haiku. What are haikus? Haikus are Japanese origin. They are 3-line poems of 17 syllables. Let's listen to a haiku.
Shines the sun in rain. Come the colors all in bow, filling minds with joy.
Yes, haikus are related with nature. Most of the haikus are related with nature. Let us hear some more haikus.
Chirping, hoping dude, little one in my garden, woke me in mornings. Sweet the smell of rose, sweet are its petals for the eyes, makes the sight joyful.
Yes. Now it is your turn. You should make some haikus, simple poems of 3 lines related with nature you can write. Write it on your notebook. Begin your notebooks with haikus. Paint beautiful nature there. Cut pictures of beautiful nature, fix it there. Start your notebook with beautiful pictures and haikus. Name the book My English World. You can call your notebook My English World, MEW, MEW. Okay. Now let us listen to a video. Watch it carefully. How was the video? Was it a wonderful experience? Yes. It was a wonderful video of exploring the beauty of nature. Yes. Do you notice a valley, a beautiful valley there? It is from our God's own country. The valley of Strobilanthus kundiana. What is it? Strobilanthus kundiana? Have you heard about it? It is simple. It is our Neelakurinji. Where we can see it? Yes, at Munnar, Nilgiri valleys. It is named Nilgiri valleys because of this beautiful Neelakurinjis. How beautiful it is. It is very pleasure to live in harmony with the nature. Such a boy who lives in harmony with the nature is in our story. The first story, Adventures in a Banyan Tree. Before we enter the story, we should know the author. Who is the author? Yes, our favorite author, Ruskin Bond. Don't forget to prepare the profile of Ruskin Bond. The first pages of your notebook, you prepare the profile of Ruskin Bond. Okay. Now let us enter the story. You listen to the voice and watch the screen very carefully. Okay? Adventures in a Banyan Tree. Though the house and grounds of our home in India were grandfather's domain, the magnificent old banyan tree was mine, chiefly because grandfather at the age of 65 could no longer climb it. Grandmother used to tease him about this and would speak of a certain Countess of Desmond, an English woman who lived to the age of 117 and would have lived longer if she hadn't fallen while climbing an apple tree. The spreading branches of the banyan tree, which curved to the ground and took root again, forming a maze of arches, gave me endless pleasure. The tree was older than the house, older than grandfather, as old as the town of Dera, nestling in a valley at the foot of the Himalayas. My first friend and familiar was a small grey squirrel. Arching his back and sniffing into the air, he seemed at first to resent my invasion of his privacy. But when he found that I did not arm myself with a catapult or air gun, he became friendlier. And when I started leaving him pieces of cake and biscuit, he grew bolder and finally became familiar enough to take food from my hands. Before long, he was delving into my pockets and helping himself to whatever he could find. He was a very young squirrel, and his friends and relatives probably thought him headstrong and foolish for trusting a human. Dear children, you have listened to the passage very carefully, haven't you? Yes. Now, to help your listening and comprehension, I will ask you some questions. Try to answer it. Okay. Where was the house situated? Yes, at Dera town, in the valley at the foothills of Himalayas. Here is the image. You can see the valley town there. What gave the author endless pleasure? Yes, the beautiful scenery of the arching banyan tree, spreading branches curved to the ground, took root again, forming a maze of arches. The entire nature gave him endless pleasure. The image of the maze is given there. What happened to the Countess of Desmond? She is an English woman. What happened to her? She lived 117 years, may have lived longer, but climbed a tree, climbed an apple tree, fell down and ended up her life. Why grandmother is telling this story to grandfather? To warn him. Grandmother is teasing the grandfather. She is also giving a warning, don't climb the banyan tree at this age of 65. Okay. Who was the boy's first friend from the nature? Yes, a small grey squirrel. You can see it here. Don't you see? Yes. How was the squirrel's first reaction? Did he like the presence of the boy? Yes. He arched his back, sniffed into the air. He didn't like the invasion of the boy. He felt bitterness. Later, it became friendlier with the boy. How? Yes, he found the boy is not armed with a catapult or air gun. The picture of catapult is given there. You see it? Yes, you are familiar with that. The boy left pieces of biscuits and cakes. You feed animals, they will become friendlier. Have you fed any animals? Yes, love animals, give them food, they will double back their love to you. No doubt, they will love you. But don't feed animals in the zoo, it is written there. Why it is written there? This is your task, go and inquire why it is written there, don't feed animals in the zoo. Okay. But you can feed animals you see in the nature around you. Okay. How friendly the squirrel became? Yes, he became much friendlier to take food from his hands and even to delve into his pockets for searching something. That much friendly the squirrel became. Okay. Even his friends thought, whose friends? The squirrel's friends and family thought he is headstrong, he is foolish. Why? To make such a friendship with human. Why they think so? Human always harm the animals, they think. With the catapult and air gun, children always tease them. So, they are afraid of human. Children, now we have come across the passages. Now it is your turn to read it. How to read? Track reading. When you read, keep a pencil with you. You will come across new words, unfamiliar words. Underline those words. Try to guess the meaning of those words from the situation. You can check whether your guessing is right or not. Where you will check? Check in the e-glossary. Where you will get the e-glossary? Scan the QR code. The e-glossary for this lesson is given in page number 11. Scan the QR code, then you will get directly the e-glossary. Otherwise, you can check it in Samagra. e-resources, e-glossary is there. And also you can use dictionary. Don't forget to make my own dictionary. How is it? Write these words. After writing the title of the lesson, write these words in your notebook and write the meanings you have found from the e-glossary or from the dictionary. If your guess is right, you are good. If your guess is wrong, don't bother. Next time you can guess the meaning and make your English better. Okay? So, do it. Don't forget to make my own dictionary. Now, you read it again. After finding the meanings, you read it again. Here, I will support you with a small video now. Listen to the video.
Adventures in a Banyan Tree. Though the house and grounds of our home in India were grandfather's domain, the magnificent old banyan tree was mine, chiefly because grandfather at the age of 65 could no longer climb it. Grandmother used to tease him about this. I would speak of a certain Countess of Desmond, an English woman who lived to the age of 117 and would have lived longer if she hadn't fallen while climbing an apple tree. The spreading branches of the banyan tree, which curved to the ground and took root again, forming a maze of arches, gave me endless pleasure. The tree was older than the house, older than grandfather, as old as the town of Dara, nestling in a valley at the foot of the Himalayas. My first friend and familiar was a small grey squirrel. Arching his back and sniffing into the air, he seemed at first to resent my invasion of his privacy. When he found that I did not arm myself with a catapult or air gun, he became friendlier. And when I started leaving him pieces of cake and biscuit, he grew bolder and finally became familiar enough to take food from my hands. Before long, he was delving into my pockets and helping himself to whatever he would find. He was a very young squirrel, and his friends and relatives probably thought him headstrong and foolish for trusting a human.
After reading the text, 4 textual questions are given along these passages. Try to answer these questions. Okay? And send its photo to your class WhatsApp group. Your teacher will check it. Okay. Dear children, look how much pleasure the boy got when he made friendship with the squirrel. Yes, he is so happy. Imagine you are the boy. If you have such a pleasure, don't you like to tell this pleasure to your friend? Yes. How will you tell? This is lockdown days. Let us write a letter to our friend. What kind of letter? Yes, a friendly letter. I will show you one. Look, this is a friendly letter. Sadish wrote a letter to Shekhar. Look how it begins. The date and place is given there. How is the salutation? Dear Shekhar. Then, I hope you are doing fine. How are your parents? What are you doing on these days? He is asking the details of him. Then he says about himself, what he was doing there. And at the end, convey my regards to your parents. Yours lovingly, Satish. That's the ending of the letter. So, look at this. Here is an activity. This is in your textbook. Have you seen it? Complete this letter. Complete the letter to Shravan. Who is writing? The boy in the story. Now imagine you are the boy. Complete the story. What all things you can include in it? Yes, the beautiful narration of the nature. Then the friendship with the squirrel and the enquiries about his friend and his family. Conveying the regards, you can end the letter. So, when you come the next class, when we meet in the next class, you should finish the assignments. After writing the letter, take a picture, send to your class WhatsApp group. Your teacher will check it and give scores to you. So, we will continue the story in the next class. Okay? Till then, bye bye.